Now it is the next day. I reinstall the pinion gear with a new crush sleeve and the front bearing. Now I'm going to put the pinion flange to preload a little bit, to remove the pinion flange, to put the pinion seal, and to reinstall pinion flange and to preload at the right number. I hope that I will do it well without crushing again the crush sleeves. Let's go. Now I feel that I am going to crush the crush sleeves, so I'm going to. I have to go more until there is no play between the bearings. Doing this, rotating the bearings to put them in place. It needs more because there is play, but I have to be careful. Check regularly the play. So now I have no more play here, but it's free. It's free. And when I check it with the tool, maybe I put this one here. Okay. There is absolutely no preload. So now I have to make a little preload, but very slightly, very slightly. Now I'm going to remove the pinion flange and I'm going to put the pinion seal. And after I will reassemble the pinion flange and put the right preload. Now the pinion flange is removed. I'm going to put the seal. So first, in the lips here, I have to put some lithium grease. I saw that on the shop manual, so I'm going to put grease here inside to put the seal here. After, I will use this black silicone to put here at the end, not here, sorry, here at the end of the teeth, because if you don't do that, the oil can follow the teeth and goes out and make a leak. So you put black silicone here, not too much, just a little bit before to put it, and after that you have to put here, I don't know the name in English, something to avoid that the nut goes out. It is the blue one, not the red one. If you put the red one, it will be impossible to remove the nut in the future. So use the blue one. And I didn't do that before because this dry, so I was not sure that I will have time to make rightly the preload before I was dry. So I preferred to make a first preload, not just to remove the play. So now I'm going to put the seal the pinion flange with the black silicone, this here at the end of the pinion gear, and after I reinstall all that and I will make my preload. So to install the seal, I don't have a right tool. It would be better to have a round, or you can take a hammer and knock all around. But I'm going to try with this. It is not made for that, but if I do that, and if I take the hammer here, it will be, the strength will be all around here, and I think it will be better rather than to use the hammer just here and here and here and here. I'm going to take this one here and after here and to knock with hammer, and I think that it will be okay with that. Too much pressure to do that. Right. All is okay, all is flat, and I didn't damage the seal. So okay, now I'm going to put the black silicone. Okay, so put the silicone at the end of the flange, not inside, outside, where there is a nut. Okay, now it's ready to install. I'll just put a little bit of grease here. Okay, now I think this is okay. Now I'm going to install the Pinion flange. Okay, now I put a shim, and now the blue at the end, or maybe it will be easier to put it on the nut. So. Now I'm going to put my tool here and to turn the nut and to try to make the right preload. Okay, so now with the seal, before to install the seal I have no preload. Now with the seal I see that I have 5, and the right strength is 12 to 15. So I'm going to go very slightly and pay attention to not go too far. So at least I arrived to to put the right strength on the pinion flange. So take care, because it's very, very difficult to do. I think that I do it and remove, the tool to check it every time, maybe 30-35 times to arrive to the right, I don't find the word. So between 8 inch-pound and between 15, like now it is at 15 inch-pound, it's very, very, very slight. So pay attention, because it's very difficult to do. Now, maybe you can't see, but it's okay, 15, just what I wanted. So, now it's okay for that. Now the next step, it is to reinstall the differential. I made this tool in a laser shop to be able to hit with a hammer on the shim, because if you hit the shim without this tool, you may break the shim. So the diameter of the tool is outside of the bearing. The beveled side of the shims goes outside. Very good. Pay attention to put the right one at the right and the left one on the left, and the larger part are going outside. These bolts are 16 millimeters. So I pushed the rear axle and I put this on the rear axle and I push it a little bit to be able to put the other one here. I'm going to push now the right rear axle and to put the other one on this side. Now it is okay. I'm going to put the C-clip here and to push the rear axle on this side. I'm going to put the left one inside to put the C-clip and to push again outside. So I put the C-clip here. And I push outside. It's in place. I pushed outside the rear axle. Now the rear axle can't go out. So I'm going to push inside the left one and to do the same. Okay. I put the C-clips by the top. It will not fall. If you put it like this, when you release it, it falls. So put it by the top. Now it's okay. And push the rear axle. No, it is not good. Oh, yes. It is in good position. So now I want to show you this. This is this axle. I clean it very well, very well. And I'm going to show you something. The side with the bolt on the other side. Here it's not the one. If I push it like this, you see it goes easily. But if I turn like this with this hole here, it is harder, it doesn't want to go. So I'm going to install it from the other side, but I have to pay attention that this hole is in relation with this one. So you see the difference. So now I'm going to put the planetary on it and to install it. Install them. I removed all. So I put first this one here, and you put with this hole approximately. So when you have done that, you have to push outside the hole and to put it almost, not almost, in front. And now I take the axle, I put this planetary on this, and I'm going to align them with the teeth. So the two planetary must be face to face. Now they are face to face. You have to remove the axle and turn all the differential to align with this hole. Okay. Now they are in place and I have to put this in place, but the shalk goes away. So I put it again. Okay. Okay. So the shark is always here. So I reinstall it in place. And now I'm going to maintain it in place when I turn the differential. Okay, now I can see that it's not exactly in place, so I wonder if the bolt will be able to go in place. So I'm going to try it. No, it is not good. I'm going to turn a little bit. Okay. Now it seems okay. I try it. Now it's okay. So, no need to put with the hammer, just align it and it's okay. Now I have some oil on my hands. So I'm going to degrease again, because with my hand I put oil here. So I'm going to degrease, to put it in place and to put, before to turn, blue Loctite. Okay, now the bolt degreased is in place. You can shake it by pulling and pushing this axle. You can see that it can't be removed. So now I take my blue Loctite and I'm going to put some air. Okay. And now this wrench, it's 8 millimeters. So no need to put too much strength here, because this bolt there is no force, no Yeah, the main, it's maintained this, so here are the constraints, but not here. So just here, squeeze it a little bit, but the blue lock teeth will do to not, the bolt will not be able to go out. So now all is good. Be sure that you have the shims here. And now also is okay. You just have to put a new gasket and to reassemble. And of course to refill with the good oil. I forgot to tell you that you can, if you want, recheck the backlash, but for me no need to do it, because when I check it, the shim on the pinion gear was right, and the shim here on the differential, right and left, are well. The backlash was the good gap, so I'm not going to recheck it because I know that it's okay. But if you want, you can check it and check too that the teeth of the pinion gear goes on the good way with the ring. But as for me, I know that it's okay. When I removed the differential, it was working well. I removed it just to change the crush sleeve because I made a mistake. I crushed it too much when I changed the first time the pinion seal. So for me no need to do it again, but if you change some things you can at this time check if all is okay before to close the case, to put the cover and to refill. So I hope that this will help you if you have to do what I did on my differential on a 10 bolt 7.5.